Hi everyone, it's Sintang Mayumi. I have 3 cards using 2 stamp set collaboration with my crafty BFF Cherryl Sabado here on YouTube. We decided to use the Simon Says stamp, Foodie Friends stamp set, and also the Breakfast Buddies stamp set for this month's collaboration challenge. As you can see, I already have these colored images that I packaged. I made this last year and I call it embellishment packs using colored images. Since I already have these colored images, it saved me time to color them. The only ones I colored off camera is the Breakfast Buddies stamp set. I think the Foodie Friends is the one they released first and then they released the other stamp set later on. I removed the images that I'm planning to use from the paper and I didn't adhere these images down. I used bling glue dots so it's easy to pull them out from the paper. And these are the images that I colored in fussy cut off camera. I used my zig markers to color them and added glossy accents to the waffle syrup, heart on the teacups, and egg yolks. I also run my memento block marker on the sides of the images to hide the white part so it will look finished. For the first card, I used Gina Marie Stitch Circle Plate Background Die. I die cut paper from 140-pound Strathmore watercolor paper. I will secure the pieces and tape the back of the die cut with washi tape and so the circles won't move when I do my ink blending. You can pop the circles out and tape them down on your surface, but I didn't think of that when I was making this card. The inks I use are Wilted Violet, Mustard Seed, Worn Lipstick, Peacock Feathers, Cracked Pistachio, and Maudlin Distress Oxide inks. I'm going to apply the ink on the circles using my ink blending tool and one color in each circle. So me and Cheryl are back doing the 3 cards 1 stamp set collaboration challenge again. I don't know if you notice it, but we skipped November and December card challenge. It's because we are both busy on those months. That's why we decided to skip, but we are back again, and I think we're going to do it every month now, unless we are busy again. As always, Cheryl's links are in my description down below. If you click on her link, it will take you to her channel or to her collaboration video. I die cut the Stitch Circle Plate from Lawn Watercolor Wishes paper pad and I used the pink paper. I can now remove the tape on the back of the panel and pop out the circle pieces. So I thought of this last minute that I still need the other pieces from the die cut, so I colored them with Duochrome Oceanic watercolor paint. If I thought of this when I started the card, I would have not colored the circles inside while the other pieces are still intact. It's because, as you can see, the oxide inks colors are on the small pieces too, but it's okay. I think it will work and I'm not worried about it. I am now going to adhere the die cut circle plates together and adhere the pink die cut on top of the other one. I'm going to use scratch printer paper to hold all my die cut pieces together. I also saved all the pieces from the pink paper and I will adhere them first and adhere the colored pieces on top of it. After I'm done gluing all the pieces, I will cut the excess paper using my scissor. I did cut it under the die cut panel so the scratch paper won't show. My card base for my first card is A2 size pink scallop card base that I have in my stash. I will adhere my panel on my card base using dry adhesive. And now it's time to adhere the images on my card. I picked the images that I think it will go together, and I will pop each one of them up with foam tape. For the Hello die cut, I use Mama Elephant Hello Friendship, Hello Friend script, Creative Cuts, and die cut it with Concord and Night Gold Glitter paper from Summer Glitter Paper Pack. I snipped the Hello Friend apart and I'm just going to use Hello. For the inside of the card, I will distress the sides of this die cut panel with worn lipstick oxide ink. I die cut white paper using Gina Marie Design Stitch Rectangle die set. Now I can adhere this panel in the inside of the card using dry adhesive and also adhere the bacon and egg images on the corner. And my first card is finished. So this is the front of the card and the inside of the card. For the second card, I die cut 140-pound Strathmore watercolor paper using Fraley lace rectangle die set. I used the smaller die from the set. I use dryer sheet when I run my die and paper through my die cutting machine so the small pieces will come right off easily. I just poke out a few pieces out. I'm going to add color on the paper using mustard seed distress oxide ink. I add the ink on my surface and dab my paper and pick up some color from the surface, and then I will dry it with my heat tool. I'm going to use the typewriter on top of the colored die cut piece, but before I adhere them on my card, I die cut gold paper, glitter paper using two of the die from Stitch Rectangle die set. I tape them together so when I die cut the gold glitter paper, it will die cut a thin border. I will add dry adhesive on the back of the glitter border. I didn't use glossy accents because I don't want the glue oozing out from the frame. That's why I used this double-sided tape. And the width of this is perfect for the frame. And I will add the frame on my card base. And this one is A2 size card base and my cardstock is 110-pound rose petals from Michaels. I pull out my Stamp Perfect to stamp my sentiment and so I can line up the sentiment perfectly on my card. I use Kaleidocolor Tomato Vine ink to stamp my sentiment and I stamp it a couple of times to get good impression. I added foam tape on the back of the die cut paper and same with the typewriter, and I will adhere them above the sentiment. For the inside of the card, I mounted the typewriter on a clear block and I will stamp it using Kaleidocolor Tomato Vine ink and then I'll stamp it in the corner of the inside the card. And my second card is finished. For the third card, I'm going to use this striped stencil here. I don't know the name of this stencil. Cheryl gifted me this and I think I throw the packaging. I will secure the stencil on the panel using washi tape so it doesn't move when I apply the color. I use my Daniel Smith watercolor paint to color the stripes and the colors I use are cobalt teal blue and duochrome oceanic. I did mix them together. Sap green, quinacridone yellow, and quinacridone rose. This is super simple to do and I just apply the color on the open stripes. I did redo this again off camera because I don't like the look of it. I added more colors to the stripes to make it more brighter. I die cut my panel with the largest stitch rectangle die set and secure my die on my paper so it doesn't move when I run it through my die cutting machine. And now I can adhere my panel on my card base, and my card base is the same cardstock that I use on my second card. I use liquid glue on the back of my panel, and this glue is just the alien tacky glue that I have for a long time now, and I want to finish it. For my sentiment, I die cut dark blue shimmery cardstock that I have in my stash using the Mama Elephant Hello Friend Creative Cuts die. I will adhere it in the middle of the panel using glossy accents, and I'm using my twister here to help me position it on my card. And I didn't forget to adhere the dot for the I letter. I arranged the images on the upper part and lower part of the card, and then the sentiment is in the middle, and pick the colored images that I want to use. I will adhere the lower images first with glossy accents, and I pop up some of the images with foam tape like the sliced piece of pizza, Pop Tart, egg, and slice of bread. I also added two red glitter heart stickers on the sides of the sentiment, and also added two in the middle of the other card. And this sticker pack is by AK Success brand, and it's called Tiny Multi Hearts. For the inside of the third card, I added the tomato, chili, and olive, and adhere them in the corner with glossy accents. And my cards are finished. These images are so fun to color and make cards with. They are the most adorable stamps that I have. My favorite card from the three cards that I made is the third one. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite from the three cards. As always, thank you so much for always watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you like today's cards, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye. I have two more cards on the side of the screen that you might like to watch.